Are you using the best loadouts? Call of Duty Warzone has recently released Season 5, and with the update comes some new weapons, while some of our old favorites got some buffs and nerfs. What's up, guys? It's Sam here for Top Viral Gaming, and today we're talking Call of Duty loadouts. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications by clicking or tapping that bell. Now, let's get into the video. We're covering perks, lethal, tactical, and then jumping into our top 5 loadouts. For this list, we'll be looking at a weapon's utility, versatility, range, and overall damage. We'll also be helping you choose the proper attachments. For perks, we like to keep things simple and uniform. We recommend the following 3 perks for all our loadouts. The first one is EOD. EOD gives you the traditional explosion shield. This is to counteract any RPGs or C4s that your enemy has. In our opinion, it's a must-have. It helps you live through those heavy-hitting enemies. The second perk we recommend is Overkill. This is another useful perk and one that I personally use. It lets you carry 2 primary weapons. The third perk we recommend is Amped. Amped is a perk that goes well with Overkill because it lets you switch between weapons quite fast, and that speed can really help you in dire situations. Paired with Overkill as your other perk, Amped will tie in quite nicely and help you rake in those kills. Let's discuss Lethal now. We recommend a C4 or a Claymore. These two are mainly all about remote detonation and strategic placing. The only difference is that the Claymore will detonate much like a tripwire trap would. C4 and Claymore are our top 2 picks for lethal. Moving on to tactical, we recommend the heartbeat sensor. This baby can detect nearby enemies and displays rough information on them. Although it can be countered by the ghost perk, we still recommend this because any aggressive player wouldn't be running that perk. Now, let's move on to the main course, the guns. There are a ton to choose from, and with the many buffs and nerfs most guns received, along with the addition of the new AN-94, the meta is quickly changing. With that, here are our top 5 loadouts. Number 5, ISO/BRUEN loadout. The ISO had very decent range. As an SMG, you'd want to use it as a mid to close range weapon. The ISO will let you have high mobility while running with it in hand as well. There can be an argument made that there are better SMGs, but really the main star in this loadout is the BRUEN. The BRUEN is arguably the best weapon in the game. It has great DPS and works extremely well in long-range gunfights. When you pair these two, you have yourself a pretty basic and simple combination that works well. The attachments you want with the ISO are FSS Nightshade for the damage range and recoil control, FTAC Vagrant to balance out the movement speed and aim down sight cons of the FSS Nightshade, Merc Foregrip, a 30-round magazine, and the final attachment you'll want is Sleight of Hand for that speed reloading of the 30-round magazine. When it comes to the BRUEN, the attachments you'd want to have are Monolithic Suppressor for the damage range, XRX Horizon Barrel for even further damage range, Commando Foregrip for the recoil control, VLX 3.0 times optic, this improves the recoil as well, and finally, the 60-round magazine. Number 4, AN-94/MP7 loadout. This is another long-range automatic and SMG combo, which is actually what most players tend to use in the current day meta. This loadout takes control of the AN-94's burst fire, and also the MP7, which in our opinion is one of the better SMGs in the game. For the AN-97, the attachments you'll want are Monolithic Suppressor, mainly because of the increase in damage range, X438mm barrel for the increase in damage range but also adding the recoil control, 45-round magazine, and VLK 3.0 times optic, because having the option to zoom in and out is a nice touch, and also lets you have a bigger range in terms of sight, meaning it'll let you scout out enemies and eliminate more. For the MP7, you'll want Monolithic Suppressor, again for the addition to the damage range, TAC Laser for the addition to the aim down sight speed, since this MP7 would be the one you would use in close combat, Merc Foregrip for the hipfire accuracy, 50-round magazine, and FSS Recon Barrel for the recon control. Number 3, GRAU/MP5 loadout. This loadout combines 2 of the S-tier guns in the game, and those are the GRAU and the MP5. The GRAU with the right attachments can be accurate and controllable, despite being a full auto weapon. The MP5 can hold its own. It dominates entirely in close range and mid-range fights. The downside to the MP5 is the reload rate being somewhat slow. In the build, we will look more at the GRAU as your main and long-range weapon, and the MP5 being the one you would use in those close-range battles. The attachments for the GRAU you would want are the Monolithic Suppressor for the big boost to the damage range, Tempest 26.4-inch Archangel for even more addition to the damage range and for helping in the recoil control, Commando Foregrip for the recoil suppression, 50-round magazine, and Frangible Disabling for dealing with runaway enemies. For the MP5, you'll want the Sonic Integral Suppressor and the Merc Foregrip. We're choosing the Merc Foregrip for its major buff to aim down sight speed and recoil control. You'll want the 5mW laser for its ability to help you in running around and those close quarter fights, the 45-round magazine, and the FTAC Collapsible because when it's combined with the Merc foregrip, the aim down sight speed and recoil control gets buffed even further. Number 2, M4A1/Kar98K Loadout. This one is for those who prefer to play the sniper route in any game. This loadout sacrifices movement speed for major range. The Kar98K boasts one-hit kill potential, even if your enemies have armor on. With this build, we'll focus on greatly increasing the bullet velocity and damage range for the perfect long-distance weapon. The M4A1 is a reliable rifle that's fit for any type of encounter on the battlefield. This build will focus on mid to long-range battles. For the M4A1, you would want to have the stock M16 Grenadier to increase the damage range and to increase the bullet velocity. You'll also want the Operator Reflex sight for the precise sight picture, Merc foregrip to enhance recoil control, stippled grip tape to somewhat balance out the aim down sight speed, and the 50-round magazines. For the Kar98K, you'll want the sniper scope for the high power 8x scope, which is perfect for long distances. You'll also want the monolithic suppressor for the damage range and bullet velocity, the Singuard Custom 27.6-inch for both damage range and bullet velocity, the TAC laser to give way to the aiming stability and aim down sight speed, and the FTAC Sport Com to balance out the aim down sight speed. Number 1, BRUEN/MP5 Loadout. This one may come to most as no surprise. The MP5 is the best gun in the game for close-range shooting. It can eliminate the competition the fastest in close-range situations. The BRUEN, on the other hand, is the more superior in terms of mid-range battles. The BRUEN is a fast-paced weapon and has almost no recoil to it. For the BRUEN, we recommend adding the monolithic suppressor for the damage range, the XRX Horizon Barrel for even further damage range, the Commando foregrip for the recoil control, the VLX 3.0x optic to further improve recoil, and finally, add the 60-round magazine. For the MP5, you want the Sonic Integral Suppressor and the Merc foregrip. Again, we chose this for its major buff to aim down sight speed and recoil control. You'll also want the 5mm laser for its ability to help you in running around and those close-quarter fights. Also add the 45-round magazine and FTAC collapsible. When the FTAC collapsible is combined with the Merc foregrip, the aim down sight speed and recoil control gets buffed even further. And that is our top 5 loadouts in Call of Duty Warzone Season 5. Tell us what loadouts you use in the comments down below. And while you're at it, why not leave a like on this video? Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to be notified when our next video comes up.